Hey guys, second recording of the day. Welcome back to Yamcha Sessions. Wait, I start first, right? I'm John. I'm from an events agency called MEP, and I do part-time YouTube on the side. Channel link below.
My name is MC Black, and I'm an MC. Please follow me on Instagram. If you need me to MC for an event, feel free to call me.
I'm the entrepreneur in residence at JON'S. It's a startup in e-commerce.
Thank you! Thank you!
Yes!
Improvement!
Yes!
You're gonna have to start doing that every
This week, I mentioned this before in the previous video, but Tiffany is our guest this week, and she'll be joining us for our second conversation. Tiffany?
I'm from the F&B industry. Recently, I'm really interested in competitive retro games, Namasake, and Gotham, TV show Gotham.
Yes.
Show Gotham.
Gotham damn good.
What's
Everyone's
the
in
reason
Gotham.
for becoming-
This video, this podcast, we're going to be talking about the minimum wage within Malaysia.
Yes, so the minimum wage in Malaysia as of 2019 is 1,100 ringgit.
1,100
1,100 ringgit
a month.
a month.
1,000
Christ on the Proton Saga.
1,100 ringgit a month.
What can you do with that?
Absolutely nothing. That is the answer. You can pay for rent. I'm assuming you live in some warehouse. you have to pay for food. I'm assuming you're at 7-Eleven buying those 60-cent bricks all the time. What else can you do? I'm pretty sure that's about it.
And you have to walk to work.
Yeah.
Wait. If I'm not mistaken, right? Before the government changed, right? Last time the minimum wage is 1,500, right?
I actually don't know what the initial
Oh my god.
Did they reduce it?
I don't think it was. I don't think it was.
I think it was 1,000.
Can I Google this shit right now?
You have to.
1,000 in Peninsula in Sarawak. What is Sabah, Sarawak and Labuan is 920. Okay, let's go. Let's continue back. Okay, John, continue.
900 to 1,000.
Alright, so Andrew, you're saying that right now in 2019 our minimum wage is 1,100.
Yes. And what was it in 2018?
It's good to know that we have done improvements in Malaysia.
What was it in 2018?
2018 in Peninsula Malaysia, it was 1,000 ringgit. I'm
So
very
only
happy to see that we have 100 ringgit of increment. Wow! Congratulations for paying your phone bill. One less concern that was thought about.
Wow. We only increased by 100 ringgit.
The fuck?
Actually, okay. I know I'm gonna sound like an evil ass motherfucker, and I'm gonna sound like I'm really cool and all that, but I actually was listening to this podcast as well by Joe Rogan about how minimum wage shouldn't exist. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, no, bro, minimum wage should exist. But if he was mentioning how minimum wage is there, but a lot of people abuse what the minimum wage is. So a lot of people say, hey, minimum wage 2.4 is not enough lah, bro. It's not enough to support a family. And he's like, yo, but people twist and turn that all around all the time. Like, what are your basic necessities? It's for yourself, right?
Correct.
In the US, I think minimum wage is about, I think it was like $11 an hour.
Depends on the state.
It depends on the state, but in San Francisco, in county as well, in township, it's about $11 an hour. So let's say it's 10. You work about 8 hours, 80 times 5 is like 1,600. Let's say 2,000. Minimum wage is really bad lah, right? And nobody ever gets paid on the dot minimum wage. People always get paid more. And for after hours, OT, stuff like that. So you probably amount to 2.5 USD.
But that's USD, bro.
You can survive. But a lot of people who work in hotels and stuff, they want 3,000, 3.5, 4,000
But
USD.
that's in US, not in Malaysia.
The topic is 1,100 enough to support you
In Malaysia.
as an individual?
In Malaysia.
Yeah, not to start a family, but to survive. My argument is a strong no.
Let's let's give an example.
Okay, maybe you sounded really Republican.
Example. 1100. Okay, let's say you got this cheap ass phone with some internet. You can probably pay like 50-60 bucks your phone bill at minimum. Yeah, you mobile cheap. 50 bucks. So you have 1050. Alright. So you're a minimalist. You're probably going to work with LRT.
Okay.
Alright, and buses. So they have this touch and go pass, which is 100 bucks, I think.
100 ringgit.
Yep. We just put in average. So you have 950. You eat Maggi mee the whole day, every day. So you're skinny ass stuff. So when you're skinny, you buy kids' clothes, so you save costs. Alright? So
We're going off topic really.
so we're probably going to buy food 200, 300 food alone
I don't know. Okay, so if it's 300, you're spending $10 a day.
for dinner, lunch. Okay,
That's unrealistic,
Okay,
right?
okay, that's
you need at
unrealistic.
least 15 a day. I would argue.
7, 350.
Yeah,
then
that's
350 times. That's your whole goddamn salary gone just for food.
Yeah, so like if you spend 15 a day, you have 30 days in a month, you spend 450 on food.
Okay, then we have 500 left.
So your rent has to be 400
Okay,
tops.
you are probably living, let's say, example, those PPR flat that the government gives to public, it's 150 rent per month.
Is it?
Oh, really?
Yes, 150.
That's fucking
that's
cheap.
remarkable. Way to go.
Why are you so happy? The place is crap. Okay, I mean, disclaimer, yeah. My friend mom saw someone killing someone in that vicinity
Holy shit, kill!
with a parang. So when I went there, I saw like strawberry splatter at the wall. I'm like, what the hell is this strawberry?
Okay, I'm hoping this
When
is an
I
outlier.
went up, god damn, Jesus Christ, on the Proton X70, man. She told me that it was the milk.
I don't know whether you should say Proton things though, because it sounds like we're sponsored and we're not sponsored, unless Proton, yeah. But yeah.
But okay, you know what? This is just off topic. I mean, you want to stay there, feel free. It's still a good place to stay and a good community and everything like that.
Wow, but that's kind of bad lah, like that. I mean, it depends on the.
Now let's go back to the wage stuff, okay? 150, so you have 350 left. What else is that? If you have a girlfriend, you broke, you move lease.
No, I don't think.
No,
you
I
even
think,
about
I
that,
think
girlfriend.
like there are just so many unexpected expenses.
What if you're
Right.
sick?
Yeah.
What if you're sick,
You break
right?
something.
What if you break your leg?
Yeah.
What if you need to buy new clothes?
Which is a necessity, by the way.
Yeah, like
Buying shampoo,
Yeah.
shampoo. Yeah, you're right. Shampoos.
like soap and shit lah. You need to clean
What,
your house.
what if you have a younger
Laundry.
sibling to take care of? What if your mom is ill?
You see,
What if-
what? This is for yourself though. How to take care of your younger sibling.
Yeah, but you know you have to be realistic about life,
Yeah, that's
right?
the thing.
You have to take all this into account.
But how many siblings? Maybe you have 5 siblings.
Okay, we just put in
You maybe
consideration.
have one, can
we
you?
just put one.
That's right.
When you have one, if the food itself is doubled.
But a lot of people will like start to like bring up the argument of. I mean, I'm not saying I'm against minimum wage. Don't get me wrong. Okay, there's a part of me that is and that isn't. But I'm just thinking, if you were the government,
Yeah.
how would you allocate minimum wage for the whole populace? The whole populace, even if it's per state, because there are so many varying types of individuals that have different types of situations and scenarios.
True.
So if I was the government and I go, hey, minimum wage is for you alone, bro. It's for you alone, not your brother, not jack shit. Technically, I am all for free education, correct?
If they give
Free education is fucking a must lah, okay? Up to your fucking college, university. You need to have a degree at least.
why are we paying for education? I don't understand.
I don't even know why I pay for education. It's fucking stupid. That's number one. Number two, I think basic necessities like food and all that, I think with 1,000 it's fucking crazy. You can't do that shit.
I think
Right.
that the LRT and everything should be free as well.
Oh, that one I cannot. You have to pay for the LRT.
I guess that depends. If you need it, I would say it definitely should be free. But,
But it's not
how do
even-
you filter out those who need it and those who want it?
Makes sense.
It doesn't link the city together that well. Anyway, that's a separate topic, but I don't think 1,000 is enough. Don't get me wrong. But what is enough?
No, but that's the thing, right? 1,000 ringgit is enough for some, not enough for others, right? So your argument is at what point, or like how do you allocate those who
Yeah,
need it and
yeah,
want it,
yeah.
right? But my argument is that you should give enough to support everyone. You have to. You cannot leave a Malaysian citizen to have not enough for
What if
themselves.
the minimum wage is created towards those foreign workers?
Yes, I got a feeling it's that.
I think because those Bangladeshi, I know you guys are coming here to work with family. Thank you so much. I have so much respect for you guys.
Yeah, so much appreciation.
I think sometimes I see people I just thank you, then they'll be very happy, you know. I think this minimum wage is for them.
I think so.
Because
too.
when you convert to their currency, it's actually a lot for them.
maybe.
You know, their family could use even 1,000 for them, like, you know?
Right. So you're
But-
saying, so if you're saying the 1,100 is a minimum wage for foreign workers,
And
what is
it's-
it actually for nationals then?
And it's being applied to us as well.
We apply, it applies to us, but I think as a Malaysian lah, right? By right, automatically you already get about 1,000 yen. Honestly speaking. Honestly speaking.
I've never seen any of my friends saying
we live
that,
in a different,
hey,
we live in a different
No,
class.
yeah. We have a social bubble.
Maybe
right?
we have a
You can't.
lower class.
I mean,
Never know.
I was watching this documentary on foreign workers in Malaysia, and these guys actually don't pay for rent.
Yes, the people who paid for their visa whatsoever are the one paying for their.
Yes.
So number one, that's covered. The conditions are fucking terrible.
But it's okay, they have a bed, they have
It's so
food,
fucking bad.
they don't have to travel.
They don't need travel because they're staying at the construction site, which is not healthy. It's still fucked up, right? You've seen it, right?
Okay.
And then they also pool their money together to cook groceries and shit. So they have like a daily huge ass tong of curry, and then they whack their curry every day. But it's just rice and curry. So it's not even a nutritious diet. But what is a nutritious diet? People still buy McDonald's, whatever lah, right? We can argue forever. But I think what Boy is saying is right. It's actually for those Bangla workers and all that.
So why isn't it abundant in the budget that there should be a clear minimum wage for nationals and a clear minimum wage for foreign workers? Why is it just a minimum wage?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No. I think it's also
That's an honest answer.
Yeah. I think it's an assumption because a lot of construction workers and all those mass laborers, like you sweep the floor, stuff like that, those really hard labor jobs.
But they hire Malaysians for it.
A Malaysian wouldn't do it. You know, in F&B, and I'm pretty sure you know this, F&B, a lot of the waiters, waitresses are probably not Malaysian. Correct?
For us, they are.
For you, they are, but a majority, like chili banh mi, like Jojo banh mi, like
Vietnamese.
yeah, they're all probably foreign workers. Very sure. And Malaysians would not do that. You know, in cafes, the minimum that you pay for a barista is 2.7 or 3. Okay, 3K for a barista usually. So overhead costs you have include 3K. Then a chef is also about 3K. Your main chef, the guy that cooks everything, he does everything. He sources ingredients, shit like that. And then your waiter waitress is 1.8, 1.5 to 1.8. Okay, so I don't think a Malaysian, not foreign worker.
Basically, they would just be a waiter instead of a big.
They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do
okay,
that.
That's fine.
Yeah, but a lot of people are willing to do that. So I'm going to go back to my argument. For construction, it's mass amount of people, right? I don't think they want to earn as maximum profit as possible. And also the government understands that they need these guys to make the economy grow.
Yes.
And by doing so, these guys were like, fuck, let's just develop like shit, bro. Let's make damn lot of condos, damn lot of buildings, damn lot of office halls and shit. And then
Going off the chart.
it's off the chart. You see, you can see it's going out of control.
Yes.
They were trying to grow it, but I think it was the wrong decision. So by introducing that minimum wage thing that is so fucking crazy 1.1 that shit, it's actually to help the economy boost, and then we reach a certain point and then they introduce a higher minimum wage. That's my assumption.
What do you think, Tiffany?
I think that's probably why. Because when you look at it, look at how Sweet Battalion came up in like 3-4 years. You need cheap labor, man. And cheap labor is that's why China is going so much because they got a lot of cheap labor.
It still doesn't answer the question why there is no minimum wage designated for foreign workers, or why there is no minimum wage designated for nationals. It's not answering the question.
He says no, but I think lazy. Because it's very hard to distinguish.
Honestly, I don't think so, because when you apply for a full-time job, you have to show that
Your IC,
Your
foreigner
IC.
or not?
Yeah.
Maybe they're illegal though. Right? Maybe the foreign workers are illegal.
I mean, if they're illegal, then
They just say minimum wage, but it's not for Malaysians. You know?
right. I mean, like they're focusing their efforts on things that are less significant. You should be focusing 90% of your efforts on minimum wage because it affects the well-being of all your citizens. Why are you focusing on, I don't know, the smoking ban?
Yeah, actually that's true.
Honestly, if you had to pick one, you pick the one that has the most impact.
Yeah. That's true.
damn, the visionary.
Yeah, it's just kind of absurd.
It is. I sometimes they are focused. I mean, okay, maybe it's also the media, right? They shed light on specific things that would rile up the public more. Like, would people talk about minimum wage, or would people talk about smoking ban? Bro, smoking ban confirm.
We talk about both.
Can talk about both, but media
Yeah.
prefers to have people that click more. Right? By right, like if you have an article and then with ads, you have to please your advertisers. I think smoking ban would rile up people more because they're targeting people who actually read from online stuff.
Relatable.
And it engaged towards them.
Minimum wage, I think, is for people like who are more educated and they see it as a whole, and people like us who are more educated because we understand how minimum wage affects the economy, we will take it as a very pressing issue.
But if you are a government and in theory you're supposed to help the public, represent the public, you're supposed to do what helps the public the most,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Nothing to do with the media, nothing to do with anything else. You are the government, you are in theory voted to help the public.
Yeah.
So bloody help the public?
Technically, they raised it by 100.
Technically.
Can't complain, but we will still complain.
Maybe we should talk about the repercussions or like the after effects of making it a very acceptable minimum wage.
Hold on, do you guys know how this is calculated?
No idea.
I think
Yeah, that's an
I
excellent
think
question.
that's what we should understand first.
Yeah.
Who represents the general
General public.
public
Like, are we?
to be like, hey, I can live on 1,100.
Yeah, actually, I think if I lived in Alor Star or I mean, no disrespect to Alor Satarians and shit, right?
Terengganu and stuff like
Yeah, I think if I live in a very remote place, 1,001 is fucking a lot of money, man.
For those remote areas, I suppose, then
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
But
Meal still costs like $2 over there.
if we're gonna go towards modernization, then I think eventually, or maybe 10 years from now, that 1,001 needs to be changed.
I think it definitely needs to be changed, no doubt.
Like I don't think Orang Aslis uses, maybe they use some
Maybe that's
cash.
what we did. We took the numbers from each different area
And they
then we
averaged
were
it out.
Not even average, maybe. They're just like, oh, they can survive on this 1,100 here, so we should be able to do it.
Oh my
Or
God.
maybe
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Maybe like they took the example of those remote area people,
Right.
because for them maybe 500 is enough,
Right.
and they felt like 500 is just bare minimum, so they raised it to 1,001 for those people, as we are all maybe
Wow.
in the middle class.
If minimum wage was 500,
So
so fucked up.
we are more than capable to probably survive more. So that minimum wage is not intended for us, but it's intended for those living in the
With their
outskirts
family.
with their family, maybe some rumah
And
papa or whatsoever.
KL is pretty intense.
Maybe not in KL lah, but they are targeting those people maybe
Outside.
Maybe for all we know, there are still people paying other workers 800, 700.
Yeah, yeah.
For all we know, and those
And they
people-
tried to bring it up.
And those people really need cash. Like maybe they could be the sweeper or whatsoever, and they are paying getting so low. And as you know, as we are getting towards wawasan 2020, if there is still that wawasan there, 800 is just too little, even for a very minimum cost of living. Maybe that's where they increase it to 1,001. So perhaps
slow
when,
slow
perhaps
implementation
when they
of-
mentioned 1,001, the only reason why they say that way because they didn't say that this is intended for the minority, those living in the outskirts whatsoever. Because maybe if they mention that way, people will be like, hey, what about us, huh? You know Malaysian, eh?
Oh, Malaysia always complain.
Yeah. What the hell about
Always
this?
fucking complain no matter what it is. Even if you say 2,000, right? Let's say it's 60,000. You're like, you think 2,000 fucking enough?
enough not.
Car lah, whatever. Your basic necessities tend to increase.
Right. No, but I mean, it's not. They shouldn't base minimum wage amount on the media, on actual user feedback. They should be basing it on what can actually help you sustain life.
Maybe they should show studies as to why and to justify the 1,100.
Exactly,
Maybe that would really cement their 1,100.
Right. Yeah. Which
Strong
really
point.
boils back to a bigger problem of transparency, right? They're not transparent about why and how they do things.
Yeah,
Right?
That's exactly. Maybe that's why people talk about it a lot as well.
So maybe don't even increase it to 1,100. Maybe decrease it. I don't know. But if you don't tell me why, what am I supposed to think?
Yep. Absolutely true. Yep.
That's
And
why
it
we are
costs you
here.
nothing to tell me why. To be honest.
Just publish it
But what,
online.
actually, when they did release that statement about how it was 1,100, right? Did they actually make additional comments? Because I'm pretty sure it's just not like a line that says, bro, increasing 1,100.
For-
So you're
for
saying
me-
like this is included.
Yeah.
I
I think
think
maybe there's a breakdown.
For all of us, we be like, you know what? We are already earning 1,000 more than that. So I think for us, we are fine.
Yeah.
So we didn't give shit about it.
Their comment was, in 2019, the new minimum wage should be 1,100. Last year it was 1,000. We are great. And that's the comment.
Labuan, Sabah, Sarawak is 920. No idea why.
Exactly.
We understand the need and importance of ensuring that salaries can cope with the rising cost of living. Hence, the government has proposed the minimum wage to be raised to 1,100.
I think they are, when you see the statement, right, in PR sense for me,
He said it's to reduce the income gap.
maybe it's because there are still people earning 800, 700, and they have to cancel that. So maybe when the people are there, they're trying to get a license for the restaurants whatsoever, maybe they have to show the statement how much salary these people are getting and everything.
Yeah.
So it has to be 1,001. Maybe that's why they put it this way.
They were saying unemployment rate stood at 3.4%, and that structural issues have led to long-term unemployment, especially among the youths.
Okay, so I think they're implying that if you increase the minimum wage, your unemployment rate will increase along with
Yeah.
it. Because employers are not
I mean,
willing.
unemployment will decrease.
No, unemployment will increase.
Unemployment,
because
because
employees
employers
not
aren't willing to fork out
Yeah,
1,000,
yeah.
6,000, 8. So it's a balance between the unemployment rate and minimum wage.
That shouldn't be the focus.
But that shouldn't be the focus. Tiffany is right.
Yeah. What the government should be doing is incentivizing employers to give out a higher minimum wage. The money should come from the government, which should come from taxpayers, which should come from the rich.
Yep.
Right?
Taxing the rich, taking that money, and then
Yes.
slowly letting it trickle down.
Robin Hood, exactly. It's all an allocation of wealth.
gotta be smart. They gotta be strategizing their stuff well, I would say so. I mean, don't get me wrong. Pakatan Harapan, when they won, they said we didn't expect to win. That's why we had these promises. So maybe give them some time. Maybe they think.
But how long is enough time? They never said deadline.
They never said.
Deadlines are very important.
I'm pretty sure it's not gonna come in 2 or 3 years from now.
They did set. They promised the public like within 100 days of them winning the election, they would do certain things.
It didn't happen.
They managed some, they didn't manage some, which is very, very normal. But are you going to solve the problem? That's really the question, right?
So in ultimatum, I think 1001 for us living within the city should be.
There's no way it's enough.
No, it's not possible. But maybe we have not experienced their outskirt life.
Yeah.
Maybe for them it's fine, or maybe it could be taken in consideration for maybe the husband's working really good, but the wife are just normal cooks or whatsoever. Maybe this is applied to them. We will never know until we get like a transparency, like a report of how they did generalize this figure.
But so in your opinion, as someone who's born and raised in KL, what should be the minimum wage?
At least 2005.
At least 2005.
If you want to live a life, like not living the life, but just living.
Yeah.
Just living there. Like example, you have a car. I mean, right now you're in KL, you have to use a car. If you want to travel from Sentul to Gombak, you're going to take 4 hours. You're going to miss your meeting or whatever nonsense. So you need a car.
I think that's an office job.
So what do you think?
I mean, for me, I've seen a lot of like construction sites, because when we do events, we have to work with all that type of shit, right?
Yeah.
So perspective-wise, I think 1008 lah.
Living in KL.
No,
living in the modernity or what?
You see, for me, if you do 1001, fucking 1001 is inconceivable to us.
It's not possible. Yeah.
But when you go to a construction site and you see those kapchai guys that sell all the donuts and shit.
You shouldn't base this on a construction site.
I know, but hear me out. Okay. So when these guys sell donuts and drinks and food and all that, sandwiches, it's legit not even 1 ringgit. It's 50 cents. It's 50 cents to 80 cents for me. Even nasi lemak and all that. Okay? The most you're gonna spend, I can tell you, is 2 ringgit from that guy. It's 2 ringgit a meal.
But that guy won't be there throughout lunch.
He will be there till damn late and fucking early morning.
But you're giving a point from that.
I know. I
need to put. Okay, let's say it's strip talent, bro.
I know. I need to go forward,
Yeah,
right?
you go forward, yeah.
So if let's say minimum wage is 1,100, and I'm not advocating for it at all. I'm just saying different perspective. Okay, 1,100 for construction workers and all that. And what you said about how they send money back and all that. You see, if you increase the minimum wage, right, they will funnel more money out of the country, you see. Correct? And number two, a lot of companies will be like, fuck, they have to pay damn a lot of money just for fucking workers, and you'll delay the deadlines for building stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of repercussions, don't get me wrong, but of course human rights is very important lah, right? They need to survive and all that.
Yeah.
But their survival rate for the money they get is doable. But it's because they stay there. So let's say lah, right, if you increase 2.5 lah, you'll affect fucking a lot of that with those people, and there are a lot of those people.
And they won't get paid.
For us, we are like maybe 30-40% of the population. We already have standards where if let's say we are white collar workers and we go to for a job and they say, oh, we need to offer you 1,100, people are like, hey bro, nobody's gonna work for you for that amount of money. Because different industries have, and different parts of the industry have different type of requirements and wages. Like if you go into advertising, you do client servicing, it's about 2.7 now, I think, for market rate. If
No,
you
it was lower. There are people still paying 2002.
Yeah. You see? So it's up to you to know the market rate. And market rates are never up and on a big chart, right? So people talk, people discuss, and then like, okay, I'll take this job. And based on my needs. So you take it based on your needs. But then a lot of you cannot apply to all industries. It's fucking difficult.
The nature of minimum wage is you have to, as the government, impose a value for all industries.
There are pros to it as well, don't get me wrong. Like I think if you impose a very solid minimum wage, fucking a lot of Malaysians will do construction jobs and all that. In fact, I think if you paid more in construction jobs, which I think is right, because you're working under hot conditions and it's damn difficult, right?
Job.
And you affect your physical being, you should be getting paid more. Like in the US where like bus drivers, all that get paid a lot more than office workers.
So your answer is 1,008.
So I think 1,008 is a very good amount, but I think the economy would also suffer to some extent. Like
there are so many repercussions.
A lot of repercussions.
We're not denying it. We're not denying it.
What about you, Tiffany?
I honestly think that you need at least 2008.
2008
You have to consider things like chipping a tooth. That's not presentable for work.
Yeah.
When you get sick,
This is living borderline lah.
Yeah.
2008. Yeah, I guess I'm the most savage one here. I'm gonna say 2005.
See?
Yeah,
And this
it's
is, my 2008 is without a car.
Wow!
You need to have extra for.
Just for saving
save.
for future for kids and
Right,
stuff.
that's true, that's true.
We
Yeah.
before they put that into account.
yeah, savings is
My
super important.
motherly.
Hey, my mother leg, boys and girls.
2005?
2005.
For
yeah.
people living in KL.
Yeah, I think it's bad. Not saying it's good by any means, but
It's just-
the repercussions are immense, right? Your
2008
economy slows
yeah.
down,
Yeah.
right? People lose their jobs, right? Just so much going on if you change the minimum wage. But I just think 1,100 is savage. It's just inhumane. It's not
Brutal,
even
savage.
Yeah, you just you have to have no human ethics to approve of 1,100. It's so bad. Right? And it's minimum, right? Like we're talking about minimum wage. By definition, it's the baseline, the floor. You can't get lower than that.
So berapa satu salary kau untuk salary berdasarkan undang-undang 100,000? Hah? Berapa? Undang-undang.
But you know, although we do have minimum wages, I am very fucking certain shitloads of under the table workers
Oh yeah, for sure.
occur
Yeah.
anyway. And if you go to the US and all those first world countries, like even in Singapore, don't you look too far, right? They have minimum wage, but shitloads of people do that, like go under the table. And in the end, because of such a high minimum wage, people tend to go under the table more. So
Right,
yeah,
exactly, yeah. Which then means you avoid taxes, which then means the government has less money, which then means they don't have the ability to raise minimum wage.
See?
Ayo.
Yeah, it's
all-
actually a vicious cycle.
There's
no
so
matter
many
what.
social repercussions. The economy goes round and round.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and also like they can afford to do minimum wage. Singapore can. You see, you're a first world country. People do trade with you like shit. You have an Apple store.
Yeah.
That in itself can fucking say so much.
It's because the government gets its income from other sources.
Yeah.
Right? From customs, from taxes,
Trade,
from,
taxes,
right,
yeah.
exactly.
Saman.
Yeah, so
So,
they don't have to take it from the people and give it back to the poor people. There are other resources to get it from.
You just gotta do it well, and most importantly, I think to show us how and why.
Yeah, I think that's very important. Actually,
Yes.
you brought a very good
Yeah,
point.
how
It's
and
a
why.
breakdown of what
Macam
it is.
kenapa, mengapa, di mana, you
And
know?
bagaimana.
And bagaimana.
It's so simple. If you give me a breakdown,
That's
I can
basic.
tell you what I disagree with, and you can help me
should
fix
have, like,
that specific
abbreviation.
problem.
Yes.
Not minimum wage as a blanket.
Yeah, yeah. I think that the lack of transparency has always been an issue in Malaysia. If you think about it.
Yeah.
Like, if you talk about samans, if you talk about the law, where do you read the law?
Exactly. Where
Where
is
do you
it
even
based
read
on?
the law, bro? Bro, I don't even know where to read the law. You know, because I
Read the
find.
law, ah?
That's why. Where do you read the law?
Is there just a big book? Is it a PDF?
Oh, I bought the book.
Okay, so Boyke kind of cut off at the book, and then we had a whole discussion about how the law should be on a Google Doc, and then like non-editable but readable.
I think the general conclusion is they should just be more transparent.
No, I think we should go conclusion.
Yeah, it should be more transparent.
Right.
Right?
It should just be more transparent. It's not about increasing the minimum wage per se, but it's to talk about how it was calculated in the first place.
5W1H. Macam mana, bagaimana, di mana,
We talked
kenapa.
about that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But other than that, it's so weird. But thank you for watching again. Please subscribe. You can comment below, like the video, share it. You follow us on Instagram for
Yeah.
more instant updates.
Maybe Twitter.
Yeah, maybe Twitter.
Maybe Twitter.
Yep. And
This-
thank you for Tiffany.
Yeah, for coming.
Yep, for coming.
Yeah, and for joining us.
Most
But,
importantly,
yeah.
I think happy Thaipusam to all of you celebrating right there. Stay safe, drive safe. If you're walking to Baru Cave, please walk safely as well, yeah? Is it that today? Oh, nature.
If you want to be a part of the show like Tiffany, and she's going to be back on the show, I'm very sure. If you want to be on the show, just comment below, and then we can figure something out. But just I don't know what the email part. Email is kind of tough. I don't really check the email.
I think just comment.
Just
Comment or you
comment,
can-
or you can just text us on Instagram whatsoever.
Yep.
DM us on Instagram. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Slide it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.